"The king is alive! The king is alive!" On hearing that, the angry mob dropped their stones and dragged Amara and her grandmother back to the palace. The king was confirmed alive and well. The medicine worked. That was how the medicine works. It'll mute whoever takes it for some 15-20 minutes. After that, it revitalizes the individual. That revitalization was the healing. That was what Amara was trying to explain, but the villagers wouldn't listen. As the people began to celebrate the healing, the king began to cry. He felt very sorry for how he had allowed the people to treat Amara like an outcast. It was then he realized that Amara was just some implicated innocent soul whose birth was clouded with misfortune that made the world turn against her. He was ready to change the narrative. If not for Amara, the king would have lost his life. The one they rejected became the one holding the key to their freedom. The news went round. Amara restored the king's life from the mysterious disease. All the people who had doubted Amara's gift suddenly joined to celebrate her. They had no reason to doubt her any further. She has proven beyond doubt that she was the sent one. As they were celebrating, Amara was busy crying. They thought she was crying tears of joy, but deep within her, she was crying because of the brutality she would have suffered at the hands of her people. She would have lost her life for trying to save the king. She cried about how no one ever saw the good in her, regardless of whatever she did. What did I do to deserve these evil treatments from these people? What is my fault that my parents died after my birth? Why is everyone specific about disliking me? Why am I even still in this village when I should have left for some place where my gift will be treated with significance? Amara was still wondering with tears in her eyes about how brutal her people were towards her. Her grandmother put her hands over her shoulder, trying to calm her down. But Amara just couldn't hold back her tears because of the deep pain of the disappointment she had suffered. The painful part was how they were dragged to the sketch of the city to be stoned to death. Amara changed her mind. She wasn't going to give out the secret to remedy the illness anymore. Let the people die with their wicked hearts. The people were still jumping, shouting, and celebrating. Since the recipe of Amara was able to restore the king, they were sure that the solution to the mysterious disease had been found, and pretty soon they all would benefit from it. They were too quick to forget what they did and how they treated Amara and her grandmother in the past. But Amara did not forget. She was supposed to be happy, but her joy wasn't complete because of the memories of all she had suffered from her compatriots. The crowd kept growing as the news of what happened kept speeding. Soon, the palace became crowded with happy villagers. The king was trying to calm the happy crowd, but the celebration would not let them listen. Some of the people began to celebrate Amara, calling her beautiful names, praising, cheering, and hyping. Hail Amara, the healer of our time, the seed of her parents, the delight of her ancestors, the pride of the people of Nuko Kingdom. It was a great celebration, but none of it moved Amara. The memory of the pain of the rejection she had suffered in the past was greater compared to the joy of that moment. Amara turned and whispered some words to the ears of her grandmother. "Grandma, let's leave this place. These people are not worth the help," Amara said with tears in her eyes. Her grandmother was shocked. She couldn't believe Amara said that. She knows Amara to have a soft and cheerful heart. For Amara to have said that, she knew Amara was deeply hurt. Grandma was trying to argue with Amara to make her see reasons to stay, at least to see to the end of what she had started. But Amara was insisting on going. Amara and her grandma were still contesting about walking away or staying to complete what they had begun. When suddenly people everywhere got scattered, the celebration died down as fear gripped the hearts of the people. Two people from among the happy crowd slumped to the ground and lay as though they were dead. On seeing those men on the floor, Amara was moved with emotions. Amara was moved most, especially by how vulnerably the king was looking up to her for a solution. Although she felt they were not worthy of her gift, she just couldn't abandon her people. And without seeking any permission, Amara swung into action, starting from the two men who fell to the ground. Amara went around the village giving medicine to all who were suffering from the disease. Amara couldn't have gone around the village alone. She needed extra hands. With the support of her grandmother and a few other crew from the king's palace, Amara fulfilled her duty of saving the lives of her people. After she was done treating all those who had the illness, she went around the village, giving vaccines to all who were not affected by the disease to fortify them from any further attack by the disease. When Amara with her team were done, it didn't take more than 48 hours for the entire village to be ventilated from the grip of that deadly, mysterious disease. As the village recovered, so did the perception of Amara. The once rejected girl became the beacon of hope. Her kindness and skill won their hearts, and she was no longer an outcast, but a cherished healer. It was a great celebration all over the land. They praised the God of their ancestors for giving them a great healer in such a time as that. The entire village rejoiced over the victory. They couldn't deny that it was a great battle won by the hands of one woman. The king declared Amara a special citizen among the people and second to none. He gave her a special place in the palace, built her and her grandmother a beautiful house, gave her many other benefits, and declared her adopted. She was to be treated with the same value to that of a princess. As the fame of Amara spread beyond Nkwo, people from neighboring villages sought her wisdom. Her life, once filled with solitude, was now brimming with purpose and inspiration. Years passed, and Amara's legacy grew. She trained others in the art of healing, ensuring her knowledge would continue to bless the land. The young girl who was once rejected became the favorite of all. Her life was a testament to the power of compassion and resilience.